Da. Yeah, well, I've combined the sort of the nonce fucking look, the six eyes thing, with the dickhead sunglasses things, and come up with the, we already had this sort of Roy Orbison's autistic nephew look happening, so that's what I'm going for. And I need these because it's too, my eyesight's not good. Yeah, look how big my eyes are. Can you see it? Anyway, I'd like to talk, tell you a bit about myself. I'm an atheist. I don't know if any of you are. Even if you were, I wouldn't believe you. Well, I'm more of an agnostic, which is, as you all know, just an older atheist who's had a few stabbing chest pains. I've dabbled in religion. I mean, a couple of years ago, I was thinking about becoming a druid. Then I woke up one morning and I thought, what if this involves human sacrifice? I was living in South London. I'm thinking, where am I going to find a fucking virgin? So unfortunately, I had to give up on that idea, which is quite a shame because I already had the long white robe and the hood from another organization I belonged to. Religion is confusing, though. I mean, why is it the poorer a country is, the more religious the people are, and the more those people pray, the poorer the country gets? That says to me, God doesn't like being fucking prayed to. Yeah. He's up there with his neck flicks and chilling on a cloud. He gets the fucking prayer call waiting. He's like, oh, fuck, who the fuck? Ecuador again. Jesus Christ. I've given these people cocaine and coffee, the two most valuable cash crops in the world, and they're still fucking skin. Go, Bob Geldof! Or something like that. Yeah. And if there's a God, he can be quite cruel. Look at Mother Teresa, his servant for 60 years. She died 1 week after Princess Diana. Her death was completely ignored. When she went up to heaven, she must have been furious. She must have been like, you fucking wanker. I have just spent 60 years working with the fucking homeless people, and this bulimic bitch comes along and steals all my glory? Where the fuck is my Elton John song, huh? Or worse to that effect. Oh, yeah. Where I come from is quite an unusual take on religious tolerance. They'll say things like, I've got nothing against Muslims, as long as they're not Catholic Muslims. Unfortunately for me, I'm half Catholic, half Protestant, and mixed faith. Yeah. So I did my first comedy show up in Glasgow, and told the audiences, I heard this threatening voice from the back of the audience, are you blue or are you green? Right? Which means Celtic Rangers, Catholic Protestant, really, And I just panicked. I just went, I'm both. I'm turquoise. And they beat the living shit out of me. That was a rough hen party. It's actually a Girl Guide troupe, but they get married young up there. Yeah. I've noticed one thing that, like, Islam has been in the news a bit recently. I don't know if you've noticed, but the thing is, maybe we, try there's positive things about it. There's a lot of influence on European culture. Islam, for example, in Spain, a lot of the place names are of Arabic origin, like Alicante. That's an ancient Arabic word meaning shit holiday. And not just place names, I'm like algebra. That's an ancient Arabic word meaning thing you'll never fucking use for the rest of your life. I'm sorry, I'm sort of spaced out here because I've been up all night writing jokes for you people and up all night smoking crack, if I'm honest, because it gets my creative juices going and I'm addicted to smoking crack. I'm joking, of course. You can tell by my accent that my first love is heroin. No. The hell was I talking about? Yeah. I mean, when I was younger, I don't really do drugs. When I was younger, I was like, I'm going to do every single drug known to mankind at least once a day. But drugs make me paranoid, Last time I took my bus trip to Skegness for my stamp collectors convention, I smoked some marijuana before I went on the journey. I spent the entire fucking journey in the fetal position on the bus driver's lap. We're getting married in June. But there is a lot of hypocrisy about drugs. Don't get me wrong. A lot of hypocrisy. Yeah. Why is it people love taking it, them, but they always give them such nasty nicknames? Smack, crack, acid, dope, weed, lemsip. And I'll tell you something. Alcohol is a lot harder to quit than fucking drugs is. You know, because alcohol's everywhere. It's part of our culture. You know, if you're a drug addict, you don't have to sit around the family table at Christmas and your mother saying, "Go ahead, son, help your granny get a no, what are you? Help your granny find a vein." Not your cranny. We're talking about orifices again. Yeah. But I mean, alcohol, like I said, I had a bit of a binge drink problem before. I mean, I'd start on a Friday and finish in November sometime. And, you know, I mean, I've had fun with alcohol. I mean, not all of it was related to public nudity. That was mostly the church functions. But the problem with alcohol is the vomiting, really. And I mean, I've had a lot of experience already with vomiting, growing up with my mother's cooking. But it's just that there's nothing worse than being curled around a toilet in a fucking toilet cubicle. You know what I mean? It's lying there and I mean, it can get really cramped as well. You know, especially if the other guy's trying to read his paper. But you know, it's the throwing up I couldn't take. You know, just to me, the nausea you feel when you're with a hangover is similar to, like, I don't know. I have the image of like Tony and Cherie Blair in the 69 position, right? Well, a naked Mitt Romney smears jam and lard into their orifices. Yeah, that's what I think about right now. You know, and I want you to think about that image too, right? Imagine Tony Blair and Cherie Blair in the 69 position. Perhaps he's on his back, you know, pretending to be submissive. You know, his balls are hanging down there. She's got a big fat fucking arse. Yeah. Mitt Romney's probably, I don't know, naked, but sandals and socks, perhaps. That extra German tourist look. And he's, you know, Mormon, German, same thing. But, you know, and he's sort of circling them. And he's just looking for orifice that he can cram, you know, like he's got a tub of like lard stuff, or whatever. I forget what that stuff is called. You got it in there. And then jam, nice, you know, good quality jam. They're not poor people. They can get the best. And he's circling, he's ramming in like lard and jam into the orifices of Tony Blair and Cherie Blair. You know, that's the image that is in my mind right now. And I want to partake, and I want to project that image into your mind. I want you to think really hard about Tony Blair and Cherie Blair in the 69 position, 69 Newfoundland, right? 69. Oh, so then I finally got the French accent. Well, Mitt Romney circles them. I know he's sort of like old news, all of them are, but I don't care. I want this image to be branded on your neocortex, you know, on your, Jesus Christ, they're not working right now. Neurotransmitters, what are they called? Synapses. I want that image. Yeah. All right, kids. All right, good stuff. And if there's any adults working as well or watching, you too. I've been your motivational speaker. I'm becoming old, sort of the mind, and I'll see you later.